Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Light must do that. When you talk about and you think about the impact that the walk has and the imagery behind us, you look at the darkness of it, but also the light. And I think each and every one of those survivors does come through a very dark time. But always there is light. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. There is always a brighter tomorrow.
Each candle represents 10 survivors. They've experienced something that was difficult and painful and shaped them in some way. Even though we're doing a lot of great work, Lauren's Kids has done great work, Senator Book has done great work, it still continues to be a problem. We have work to do.
We're going on 16 full years as a foundation. We've never wavered in our commitment to others. The whole idea was to go where things change, where you can bring about change. And so the walk was always intended to be about change.
I've been walking with Lauren's Kids from day one, step one. I've been with her every year. The advocacy that we do here brings attention to the issue, but this is where everybody that votes on the laws is all the time, so they need to see that from here.
We look to our leaders when there's a crisis. We look to our leaders when it's time to solve an issue. Kids who have trauma early on suffer in other aspects of their life. And so we have to ensure, whether you have kids, you don't have kids, that they have the best possible place to grow up in without any trauma.
It's an issue of shame. And so we have to ensure that our victims, our survivors are free enough to and comfortable enough to know that they're in safe spaces and we're working toward that. And so the job here that the legislature has to do in our communities is make sure we provide those safe spaces for our victims and our survivors.
Advocacy and awareness and education is how we're going to end up getting our mission, which is to end sexual violence and child abuse. It is conversations that are tough, but are necessary.
Somos una comunidad y que aunque a veces no se siente como que hay esperanza, sí, claro que hay esperanza. Sí, a veces las cosas son difíciles, pero tenemos que creer, tenemos que tener esa esperanza.
There's no one like Senator Book, Leader Book, who is such a champion and is so honest and vulnerable when she talks about these things. And lighting the candle is a beautiful symbol of touching someone's heart, helping them through this tragedy.
I can't even tell you what it means to me as an adult, but to little Lauren, it means that I am seen, that we are growing far beyond anything that ever hurt us. And that's for all of the survivors and thrivers that we have seen. I think it speaks to the work that we have done over decades now to build a different future for survivors, for children in our state. It's far beyond anything that I am or ever will be.